Hello, dear friends. My name is Willow, and I really appreciate you coming to my page. Thanks so much. Wanted to set the table today. I don't normally do this every day, but I'm going to sit down and have a wee chit chat with you. I'm not going to show myself because that's not the most important part. What is the most important part, if I can speak? I think it's just simply doing something that we did back in the day. Back in the day, when I was a kid, Mom would say at nighttime, after the dishes were washed, dried, and put away, make sure you set the table. Now, we didn't have vintage old dishes like these ones, and these are very, very worn and probably not worth anything, but they are to me. We used to take the time to sit as a family and talk. We used to pray together as a family. We'd all sit down when the woman sat down of the house. She would serve the meal. The daughter, I was the eldest daughter, would help serve the meal. And when she sat down, that meant everybody can sit down. And when she stood up, my father would stand up. Those are beautiful manners. I could say a lot, and I've heard a lot from siblings, of my parents, our parents. And I'm sure you could say the same thing. They weren't perfect, were they? And neither are we. But I think that a lot of things that we were taught, like manners, setting the table, everyone bringing their dish to the sink at least, having the dishes washed up after having a pot of tea and talking and sharing. Those were nice, simple times. They were times of mixing it all up, and we didn't have perfect things, perfect plates that matched. We didn't have fancy. We didn't have the finery that you would find on Amazon. You'd be lucky if your knife and fork matched, But we did have old pieces. We had the carnival glass, like where the spoons are, and I like to use that. It feels nice. It feels nice to know that tomorrow morning I have an agenda. I have an appointment at 9. I'll have my breakfast before that, my pot of tea, in this cup, in this saucer. I'll be praying before I eat. And the whole tone of the day is set by the way that you start it. It was back in the days that, we were kids. We had parents that read newspapers. I could go as far as saying generations ago, they ironed the newspaper just to make sure everything was straight. But praying and speaking together, sharing together, maybe children don't have to go as far as saying, may I please be excused from the table, but at least saying, excuse me, when we go to get up, shows that we respect the people that are around us. And respect goes a long way. It really does. So I'll be thinking of all of you tomorrow morning when I have this lovely little old plate that I got on Marketplace. Got a while ago. And here's the back of it. This is as clean as it comes. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. Has to be hand washed. Very, very old. I love it. It's my favorite one. And the one that is really faded. But I thought I'd put chargers out and everything. And I thought I would just share with you some of the old memories of the old days. My grandparents were like that too. They would set the table, the night before. And go do chores in the morning. Come back. Sit at the table. Have breakfast. Put the dishes and soak them, and come back to the table and have morning tea and talk. Just such beautiful memories. Beautiful memories. And these memories stemmed from my English ancestors. My father's an Englishman, a full-blooded English. And his mother is well, born in England, his father born in England. And it's just, I remember seeing this with my grandparents. I remember seeing it with my grandmother's mother. Dada had already passed away, my great-grandfather. But Nan did the same thing, set the table the night before. And what a wonderful way it is to wake up. And this is already done. There's no rushing around. You can take your time. It's just a little planning. It took, 5 minutes for me to put stuff on the table that needed to be here. That's it. Have a beautiful day. Thank you for being here.